Can you tell me a bit about the job that you're doing here at EY?
The three big themes are regulation, fast changing, fast evolving, trying to keep up with it, and the burden of regulation increases. Cyber, protecting the business, protecting consumers again, and then growth and profitable, sustainable growth. In the modern world, that's all about customer, the digital evolution, disruption. And for most of our client organizations, they're 20, 50, 80 years old. They have a huge legacy in the organization. Some of their strengths are in that, but it's very, very hard to evolve out of that quickly. They're competing with companies that are 3 months old, 3 people in a room on a college campus with no constraints other than their imagination. So what we're involved in doing now is helping large, complex organizations compete in that landscape. So very interesting, very diverse, fast evolving, and that's why I like it.
How much has it changed?
I see the evolution of the industry, and if we talk about financial services, and let's just talk about retail banks and insurance companies, it's a curve, right? And the curve is getting steeper. So 10, 15 years ago, put in the first internet banking portals, 8, 9 years ago, mobile banking takes off properly. Now it's fully adopted. But all of a sudden, you don't need a physical presence on the high street. You actually don't need to walk in and provide paper. And that's going to keep evolving and evolving. Number 26 is here in Ireland, and you can take your phone out and your passport and open an account there and then. So that pace of change and evolution is only going to get quicker, which is really exciting, but also a challenge for our clients.
So what's different about working with EY?
The strength of our brand means we get access straight to the leadership team in our client organisations. As an advisor, that's hugely valuable because you go to where the problems are most understood and where the decisions are made, so it means we can be very effective. The global nature of our organisation, the fact we're very connected, so in the last 2 weeks I'm dealing with some of my Italian counterparts on a very interesting real-time analytics engagement using the big data and insight to deliver services in a totally different way to customers' clients. We're doing a lot of work around robotics and artificial intelligence. We actually doing some very interesting proofs of concept around distributed ledger technology as well. So the access to different pieces of IP and our ability to take and experiment with those with our clients is very interesting.
What are you working on now?
We're seeing a lot of conversation around inward investment at the moment, and be well aware of the different innovation centres and centres of excellence that different international firms have set up here, and that pattern is playing on. And then more down to the sort of clients I work with on a repeat basis is helping them to continue to evolve their distribution models and their back office and their technology around consumer. I think front of mind for most board members, leadership teams right now is what's coming at us, what's the next disruptor, and how do we get ahead of that? And there's no way of knowing that, so it's all about scenario analysis. So it's running the scenarios and figuring out how much they can invest to de-risk some of that.
What kind of people would you be looking at to come in and work on your team?
What we look for most importantly in people that we're talking to is their intrinsic strengths. I think sometimes people think about, I'm this type of person, I do data, I do systems, I do technology. We're actually more interested in smart people who like solving problems. Maybe they've educated themselves and built up a bit of experience in a particular domain, and that helps them to be effective in that particular domain. But increasingly, as our clients' problems become more complex, we need people who can move across multiple domains.